Today, you are with the wonderful Jodie Radley, Head of Events and Learning at the RCSA. Jodie, welcome.
Hello. Thanks for having me, Brett.
Is this your first podcast?
It is. Look, it is.
It
so
is.
I'm a little nervous, but I'm excited.
Yeah, good. I love that reframe because we don't get nervous, we get excited. That's what I try and tell my kids. Like, there are those butterflies. That's not nerves, that's excitement.
Exactly. Yeah.
No, why are we here? So, Shape 2026 on the Gold Coast is coming up. And I wanted to ask you all things Shape because I'm a really curious person. I think a lot of my listeners won't have gone to a Shape before. Like myself, I've never been. So I would love to understand what Shape is, why it exists, who it's for, who's attending, all that wonderful stuff. Because I think it's now I've looked under the hood and I've gotten a bit of an insight as to what it's all about. I'm like, geez, this is pretty cool, hey? So tell me, like Shape, what is it all about?
Yeah, sure. So Shape 2025 we're talking about and on the Gold Coast. So
Did I say 2026?
Yeah.
Oh my God, sorry. I'm in the future.
No, we haven't yet planned that one yet, so we're not there yet, but we will be soon. No, Shape 2025, look, it's a 3-day conference. It for RCSA is probably one of our flagship events, so it's for owners, business decision makers, CEOs, directors to come along and take some time out of the business and really network with other leaders within recruitment and staffing and take some time out to really do their own professional development and training, I guess, within the program. There's some awesome speakers, and so there's some really great business takeaways, hopefully, that they can take back to the business. So, yeah, I'd say Shape is just, it's one of RCSA's sort of flagship events for leaders to come along and spend a bit of time sort of working on themselves and thinking about their business outside of the office, I'd say.
It's big though, isn't it? Like it's not just a day.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. So it is... there's 3 social functions and there's 2 full days of conference. So, so the event is really sort of 2.5 days, I'd say, out of the business. But it's awesome because it has 3 networking events, so opportunities for people to get together and share and chat to other CEOs about, what are the challenges, what are we looking forward to, what are we dealing with at the moment in our business, and really sort of come together and spend that time networking, sharing ideas and things. So yes, and then obviously in the conference room itself, hearing from some fantastic speakers, but also having the opportunity to sort of like feedback, ask questions, chat amongst themselves.
Whenever I go to those events, I've started to realise that the contents, what I'm seeing on stage is always great, but actually my takeaways, a large portion of them do come from the audience and that interaction and that participation, because they're like the people that are my peers and they're the ones that we're in competition with, whatever, and hearing what comes out, what they're thinking, what their line of questioning is, I actually get a lot of value out of that. So the fact that you've got these 3 social functions or events in between the actual conference itself is pretty interesting. So I've had a bit to do with the RCSA this year, and what I'm learning about you guys is that you really put a lot of effort and emphasis on making each year better than the last.
Yeah.
I don't know if you never said that to me, but that's my perception of it, is that you're always like, cool, what worked, what didn't, what did people like, what didn't they like, what do they want to pay for, what do they not want to pay for, let's do more of the stuff that will bring people in and bring value. I love that, right? So that in mind, what have you done this year that's just going to be the biggest and best thing? Is it particular guests that you've brought in, or is it particular events? Like, what are you looking at going, well, this is what we're doing this year?
Yeah, sure. I think we've truly focused on providing a program that is really going to hit the mark. I know that the times are tough for recruiters at the moment, and there's a lot of challenges coming their way within their organisation. So we're trying to put on a program with real takeaways. We've listened to the attendees from years gone by, and we absolutely want to make sure that what is being said on stage is something that you can actually take back to your business and put into practice. So some really clear takeaways, and I think sort of action items that'll really help your business from the minute you leave the room. I agree with you. I think chatting to other leaders and discussing is a huge part of the program itself as well. And look, Shape's a really good opportunity for those to sort of step away. Look, there are all competitors in the room, but it's such a lovely time when you can see them all sharing ideas, sharing challenges, being honest, authentic about where they've tried something, they've had a challenge and or they've tried something new and it hasn't worked. AI is a huge one. You know, where is everyone at with AI? What are they trying within their business? What, you know, have they wasted time on, and what's actually practically working for them? So, yeah, I think putting on a really great program and giving them the time to spend a bit of time outside of the conference room as well and chat to the partners and exhibitors in the space, and having that time at the networking events as well. So, look, yeah, I think we've listened. I think we've done a good job of improving year on year, but time will tell.
Nice. And in terms of guests on stage that might be, you know, considered part of the draw card for this, there are a couple there that look pretty interesting. I mean, Todd Sampson for me is one that I really want to see. I've watched his shows on TV, and I've watched him on the Gruen transfer and whatnot. And you know, but you've put this event together. Are there any others there that I should be looking out for?
Yeah, look, I think Todd's going to be awesome. We've had great recommendations for him, so I feel very confident that he's really going to do a great job. He's our closing keynote on day 2. So, and we've also got a fantastic speaker in Leigh Sales. Leigh is an author. She's a journalist. She's written a number of books. She's going to be doing her keynote on storytelling. I think storytelling is such a key part of the business around, you know, selling who you are, selling candidates, and also sort of, you know, communication. She's one of Australia's best interviewers, I would suggest. So she's got a really great keynote.
I'll get some tips. I should get some tips.
Yeah. So she's going to be great. I think Leigh Sales. There's also, so yeah, you've got your big names, but you've also got your awesome sort of members that are going to be stepping up for us and speaking. I've had the privilege of being at the RCSA for a number of years now. And so I was sort of working here when Sinead Hourigan was our president. Sinead is going to be jumping up and speaking about customer experience, customer focus. She was... We hope to have her at Talentx, and she couldn't make it, so she's going to step up and speak to the leaders around that. So we're really excited to have her. We've got a growth and transformation panel with some members stepping up and talking about their businesses and their challenges and what they've been through and what's worked and what hasn't worked. Backed by popular demand is Tim Martin. So he's awesome. He's all about AI, and he's going to be our opening keynote on day 2. So a reason to get up early in the morning on day 2 after a huge night. On the Wednesday night.
I hear that middle night is chaos. Yeah. It's absolute party chaos.
Yeah, so, yeah, absolutely. Like the networking events, so on the first night, I'll just touch on those. So the first night we've got our welcome event at La Luna. It's sponsored by Bullhorn. It's an awesome beach club. It's down on the water, and it's going to have a DJ, sax. We're going to have some cool tunes and some great food and drinks. So that's the first night. The middle night is always known as a bit of a party night for us. So we are headed to Miami Marquetta, and it is going to be a rocky night. So a rock night, dress up as a rock star.
Yes.
Yes, so tattoos, you can come and get a tattoo. Temporary, if you want, you can get really
Can I get
involved.
a Mike Tyson? Can I get a Mike Tyson on my face?
You can. Do what you want, Brett. Go for it. And then there's karaoke. So one of the things that we've had recruiters say to us is, you know, they'd love to get on stage and sing. So bring it. You know, this year is...
Literally, that's your feedback. I want to get on stage and sing.
Yeah, well, we have some great music, and I think that they want to get more involved than just on the dance floor. So this year we're giving them that opportunity. So karaoke, and then the final night will be our wrap party, which will be by the pool. So a bit of a wind down opportunity. So very good. But the speakers, we've got some awesome offerings there. We've got Joe Knox from Shortlist, who was at Shortlist. Unfortunately, that closed down. So Joe Knox is going to come and talk about speaking to the media, tips, how to get on a podcast and, you know, talk, which is something that I probably need to...
I'll be there. You can come and see me. I'll be walking around with a microphone.
You will be, Brett. You will be there, which is awesome as well. So, yeah.
I've got to ask, Jodie, what song are you going to be singing on Rocky
No,
Okie?
you won't see me up there, Brett.
Oh, come on.
Definitely not. But I'm sure you'll see our CEO, Charles. I'm sure he'll be up there. So, yeah, there will be an RCSA rep, I'm sure. Or 2.
Very good. Now, we'll wrap this up. Mm-hmm. It sounds exciting. I'm very excited to be going along. Can anyone buy tickets? Are there any tickets left, or have we sold? Is this one sold out now? No,
we do still have tickets available. I'd say, you know, last time I looked, I think we had 12 tickets. We might be down to 10 by the time I finish this podcast. Who knows? Because tickets are selling. It's fantastic. It's at a good price. If you bring 3 or more, so if you want to capture more than just one, you get a discount as well. So there are still tickets. So we'd love to see more.
That sounds like there's still tickets for maybe a day or 2.
That's right.
I'd be calling that sold out already.
Yeah,
but
okay. Well, there you go. Well, we still want some more people to come because there are a few spots left. So please do join us. Yeah, absolutely.
Jodie, lovely to speak to you as always. We'll wrap this one up. Hey guys, like, share, subscribe. It helps us grow. It helps our governing body, the RCSA, grow, and they play a much more important role than you think in navigating the world of recruitment, the world of work for us. They're fighting fires. I know I spoke to Charles not that long ago. He's fighting fires we don't even realise are out there, whether it be unions, legislation, policy, whatever. And so it's really important that we support these guys. Like, share, subscribe. Helps us grow. As always, have an amazing day, and may all your deals come true.